honey, that nutritious substance that bees rely on to feed themselves, that fuels the intricate living machinery of a beehive, made from ingredients as simple as nectar or meat. Yeah, you heard me, some bees make meat honey. You see, wasps are carnivorous and bees are essentially an evolutionary offshoot of wasps that went veggie. But similar to how our ancestors crawled onto land out of the sea and then some of us hit backspace, there are bees that have returned to waspier roots. Some are facultative meat eaters, only really eating meat when the opportunity arises to supplement their diet. The vulture bee is an obligate necrophage, meaning it needs dead, decaying flesh in its diet to survive. Scientists have identified some specialized adaptations to this lifestyle. Recently, they discovered that the gut microbiome of meat-eating bees is different to other bees, with some key microbes lost, some retained, and some gained, especially microbes that are tolerant to an acidic gut, similar to those found in other carrion scavengers like hyenas and vultures. The vulture bee Trigona hypergea also has several small tooth-like structures on its mandible used for cutting into flesh and to bully other scavengers off of carcasses, which is sick, but it's not my favourite bit. You see, stingless bees have these little cavities in their hind legs called corbiculae or pollen baskets that they pack pollen into for easy transport. The vulture bees' corbiculae are greatly reduced because they have no need for carrying pollen, but facultative necrophages like this guy still have pollen baskets because they primarily rely on it to feed their offspring. And when scientists set out some raw chicken to learn more about necrophagous bees, they observed these facultative meat eaters packing little bits of meat into their pollen baskets, which are apparently also meat baskets. Now, don't think I've forgotten about the meat honey. Vulture bees are the ones that make meat honey, but there's a few competing explanations for how they might do this. One suggestion is that they take the meat back to the hive and store it in wax pots where it's mixed with pre-made honey and left to mature into a honey meat paste. Another hypothesis suggests that bees consume the flesh and use it to make secretions from their hypopharyngeal gland, and these secretions are then stored and turned into honey. Listen, when you're living in a highly competitive ecosystem like the rainforests of Costa Rica, you just gotta find some other avenues for nutrition sometimes.